Hey, and welcome to some more playthrough of Super Sanctum TD, the tower defense game that I am not used to playing, but we're playing anyway, as I have done for at least one other series so far in my recording schedule. I've done as something of a Christmas special edition, slash New Year's special edition, holiday special edition, whatever you want to call it. I know there are religious sensitivities around Christmas and not everyone celebrates for those particular reasons, but we can all appreciate consumerism, surely. So, basically, I've been kind of doing extended editions, versions of my playthroughs and various other bits and pieces. This is a relatively new playthrough, and actually the other day when we did that kind of extended run on one of the missions, we popped through to an hour-long episode anyway. So, I don't really know if this can be much more extended than that. I think an hour for a video is probably long enough for anybody. So we'll see how it goes. We've got some new towers opened up to us, some anti-air, and I think that's the one that slows them down. I don't know how you pronounce that, Kyros. And we have a new slot opened up to us. Now, I'm going to choose anti-air. I do not know what to expect on this next level. We have mine and tower boost. What does tower boost do? 40% damage boost for 15 seconds. Targets towers. Very high physical area of effect damage. Targets ground and air. Cooldown. Well, we already have something of the mine situation. 40% more damage. I guess it's for all towers. So towards the end of the game, when you've got like 50, 60 towers, however many you can build on the level, that might be useful. I'm going to stick with the ones I have for now. I may change my mind should this not work out for me. So this is actually quite good fun. I've never really been into tower defense games, but I have to admit that the gameplay I've had with this has been good fun. I'm wasting a fair amount of cash doing this, so I might not be able to build too many towers. If I'd go too crazy. What have we got coming out? 3 lots of walkers. For now, I think I'm just going to spend the rest on actual weaponry. Here, let's put one on the end. And then we'll put one more on the end there. And because I have $18 left to spend, I could have saved it, but this will slow them down and maybe I can just blow them up. And yeah, we'll just go with that. See what happens. I could speed this up. I don't want to speed it up quite yet, because I don't know how this is going to pan out for me. I might be required to do some actual work, some actual gameplay. I do kind of like the interactivity. I mean, obviously Sanctum 2 that I've been playing as a third-person shooter kind of, a first-person shooter kind of thing, is quite good fun. And the interactivity in that is obviously far more involved than this. I can kind of almost just sit and watch this go by. I kind of wouldn't mind being able to zoom in though. Oh, you can zoom in. This is fantastical news. You then kind of can't move around the map so easily. There's no obvious way of doing that. But I kind of like the fact I can zoom in. That's something I've learnt there. So yeah, there you go. That's the scroll wheel. Should anyone care to know the control method for what I just did. Let's just hit the Q button. Make short work of those three. Yes, sorry, so my fault, kind of fell off there. The fact that in the first person shooter it's far more active, and I can kind of sit back and just watch my towers do their job. You can put far more towers down in this, and it's all a little bit slower and a little bit more controlled. I don't feel anywhere near as panicked as when I do playing a first person shooter. So this is far more relaxing, but I do like the fact that you can interact should you want to. Now again, I've probably gone a bit crazy there with the building of the blocks, and probably should have used more cash on weaponry. We only have $5, so I'm going to spend an extra $4. And yeah, I guess we're going to go. I didn't even look at what was coming out. I'm hoping it's just more of these bad boys. That's fine. Those little dudes don't really concern me too much. They are obviously very fast. We are just going to put an end to their parade for them. It's a shame once you're actually zoomed in, you then can't navigate around at all. Kind of reminds me very theme park-esque looking game. Like, build some rides over here, a little roller coaster, that kind of thing. I mean, if you're into tower defense games, this is a fun version. I'm not really into tower defense games. I've never really been into them. Probably one of the reasons I like this particular one is because I've heard in other tower defense games that the towers can be attacked by the particular enemy, whatever they may be. So you'd have to rebuild, or you're going to constantly have to spend resources redoing the towers you've already done once before, kind of thing, which to me just sounds ultimately boring. They've managed to make it through. They're not making it any further. Come on, do that one, dude. Excellent. So $91, and we have a new enemy coming through, which is a spore bomb. That does not sound fantastic, and it is flying. Our first flying... I don't know what squishy is. Our first flying enemy. So they're going to need taking out relatively soon, I would have thought. So we'll put one there. And I might just spend... The fact they're called spore bombs kind of worries me somewhat. May suggest they can attack towers. The one thing I was just... you retard. Come on, there's a way of selling those, isn't there? There you go. Yeah, the one thing I was just talking about, the fact I like this game didn't do, was they didn't attack the towers. And the spore bomb kind of sounds... I don't know, maybe it just explodes near the core. Maybe it just blows up over there. But we might as well make short work of them anyway. So that's the thing, you can sit back, you can relax, you can just watch this kind of fly by. You can even stick it on, we'll fast forward it or whatever. But again, because I'm not really sure what I'm doing, what's going on, I am just gonna let this roll at a slow pace, and we can chat. We can have a little chat while that's kind of kicking off, doing what it's got to do here. Hopefully the towers will just carry on, and I will just keep my eye in case I need to drop a bomb on someone's head. Hopefully that won't be the case. But my point being, earlier on, I keep getting myself distracted. If you're into tower defense games and you're looking for a new one, as you can see by hopefully the gameplay that I'm playing, whether this is the sort of tower defense thing you're into, or maybe you like those games where you have to keep rebuilding towers because things attack them and there's a chance they can break through a wall or they can do whatever they're going to do in those particular tower defense games. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe sitting here passively watching towers kill stuff is not your bag. But I personally think, as tower defense games go, if I had to play one, this would be the one, or Sanctum 2, just simply because it has that first-person shooter aspect to it. Kind of makes that far more interesting, even if you do keep falling off the ledges or dropping the actual towers on your own head, as I've done countless times. I'm going to be playing some more of that later on, and hopefully we'll see some good stuff happening in that as well. If you're a follower, a subscriber, you will see those videos hopefully pop up at some point, and you can make the decision to watch them, not watch them, whatever it is you want to do. But if you're into Sanctum and you're into tower defense games, then I've got you held down for that. I've got all your needs sorted as far as that's concerned. I might just help wear these ones out. Just a little bit. Because there is going to be a number of them coming. We'll just freeze those right by those towers and they can just pummel them. It does kind of fire whenever it fancies, it would seem. Nice little explosion there, do a bit of damage. Help the towers along somewhat. So if you're building a Christmas list and you wanna put something down as like a stocking filler, I think full price this was not particularly expensive on Steam anyway, and should you pick it up in a sale, then it'll be even cheaper. So as a stocking filler kind of game, this may well be worth your time. You can put it down on your Christmas list for a loved one to purchase for you, and if worst comes to worst, you can buy it for yourself for Christmas. Let's just freeze those dudes there to take a bit of a pummeling. 6 seconds before I can drop a bomb on them. Yeah, we're going to need to drop something on them. Good. Right, a bit more cash. What have we got coming out? Lots of those and 11 of those. Okay, so what do I want to do? I probably want to have a few more of these type of guns. Laid out. I'm going to throw some more of these down again. We're just making that walk. As long as we can, and that's like literally everything now, so we can entirely concentrate on towers at this point. And I think we'll have another one. No, we'll have another one of these just here, and we'll get on with that. So we'll see how this pans out for us. Those little moving dudes, pain in the arse, but hopefully we've got the towers to take care of them. But yeah, nice and cheap. Fun game to play. I mean, I've played for what? First video was like half an hour, I think, 20 minutes something. Second video was an hour long because I did that extended kind of run through once the game had actually finished doing what it was doing. We carried on doing the wave after wave kind of thing, and that kind of, you know, I haven't done all of the challenges or anything along those lines, so there's always those to do on top of. So there's stuff to be doing, and it could keep you entertained for a fair while. And for the price I paid for this, because I did buy it in a Steam sale, was low enough that that first half an hour episode that I put out was probably got me my money's worth, really and truly. Now these bad boys have made it quite far and don't seem to be all that damaged, so we're just going to try and help out the towers somewhat there. These dudes we're going to try and hold up here. Whilst they were frozen, not a whole lot of damage got done to them, I have to say. Quite disappointed by that. We are going to have to drop another bomb here. Wow, they have really made it through. There's not much I can really do about this. They're going to hopefully die. We're going to get some damage done to the core here. I probably could have done something about that stupidly and done that. We are going to freeze you right there. I mean, that was dumb. I could have got more experience for not allowing that to kind of go through. And we're not letting you in at all. So, you know, I've definitely got my play worth out of this for sure. We've got more of these floating things coming forward, so I am going to stick another one of those in just to kind of do the damage. What I might do is just upgrade this last gun. I might upgrade this last gun. We'll start just so that those later, anything that makes it through to that last part will hopefully take a bit of a pasting in the end there. That's what I assumed the flying creatures would just ignore the barriers, which is why I kind of stuck that as central triangle, so anything coming through that central bit will just be blasted. These ones going up this side are probably going to have a better chance of making it through to the core, to be thoroughly honest. But so far, so good in terms of that. Once they make it past these towers, if they make it past these towers, let's just load those up. If they make it past these towers, then obviously it's entirely down to me, because I don't think these other towers really do very much in terms of attacking them. Oh no, they maybe do. I mean, that's pretty good news, the fact that those towers do actually do something against them. Okay, so you guys need to be sorted out. Oh my word, I mean, this is quite an onslaught. Hopefully they're just going to fly into that bomb just there. Think we're going to receive quite a bit of damage to the core here. Kind of had to let that happen. It's fantastic. It was an unfortunate amount of damage that we allowed happen there, but there wasn't much else we could do. They should all fly forward. Triangle of Death should pick them up. We should have enough small guns to pick them up along their way. We will plant a couple more along the way, and just to future-proof myself, just in case any more of those creatures make it through. And then we might just upgrade this, because there are 63 coming through currently. And yeah, I'll upgrade that. It's a fair amount of those bad boys to be heading through. Let's see what that does for us. I mean, they have made it really quite far. That one. Let's wait for these to all kind of get in a little line there. Destroy them all together. See if we can't freeze a load of stuff all together as well. Excellent. Want to try and get as much collateral damage done as possible, really, in one go. Let's just take that lot out. I can build on the fly, which is just fantastic. I'm going to put that there. There. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. But that's fine. It is what it is now. So we've only got these 4 left. That will be wave 7 completed. We'll move on to wave 8 and see what that has for us. Fantastic. So we have 52 those floating buggers, and a number of those bad boys. So as they float, and they're going to be going up this side of the map, I'm going to have to kind of protect against that somewhat. Because I imagine they'll just float out of here and go right up that space just there, so we need to kind of protect against that happening too much. And I might put another one of those just there. We'll get some more shots off. The mines seem to work pretty well for everyone, so we'll stick one of those over there. And I think we will upgrade that bad boy, and we'll stop. I mean, you know, if it's pounds to minutes, we are 25 minutes into this, so I paid something like, I don't know, anywhere between £1.50 and £3 for this. I don't remember exactly. So I have paid like 2p a second or something stupid, 2p a minute, in terms of entertainment value. You'd have to argue whether that gets you your money's worth or it does not. Everyone has their own value, you know. For some people it'll be the amount of time they spend in a game is what makes it worth the money you play. Some people it'll be the amount of enjoyment. I often complain about the DLC that gets released in this day and age. I don't understand it. But you know, the price they put on some stuff that they release, I am just baffled by why people buy it. But maybe it's not about the same thing for them. Maybe it's a different value. So whereas I can't stand the idea that, you know, paying £1 or whatever, £2 for a different coloured jacket, maybe someone out there really appreciates that whole situation and can warrant that kind of money being spent on that kind of idea. It's, you know, it's not for me, but you know, everyone gets their own value out of stuff, I suppose. And I say for me, for time-wise, this has been a good purchase. I've got more than enough time out of it for the money I've paid for it. In terms of entertainment value, obviously I'm getting to record it and put it on YouTube, and beyond that point, I have actually quite enjoyed doing this. It's not just like a case of, oh, I really hate doing this, I've just got to do it for the video purposes, because no one's asked me to. No one said, oh, I really want to see, you know, Sanctum tower defense game, please load it up or anything. So it's not like I have to do this. It is enjoyment first and then record second. So it, you know, in terms of everything, I think this has been a good value for purchase. We are about to see another new Spore Bloater. It looks a little bit bigger and meaner, just like the Warrior Walker. I assume it will have more health than the others, and there are a shitload of them. Basically, I guess that just means we're gonna have to beef up the towers we have. I might have to try and remember, though I never do, to upgrade on the fly and try and finish some of this shit off. As we earn cash to do so, we're earning like a couple of dollars at a time when we kill shit, so it may well be very slow progress. Try and free some stuff there. This might get a little bit messy. I want to try and capture as much as I can in one almighty blast, but I don't know that's really going to happen too well here. So far, you know, we've not had too much of a worrisome situation. Overtly, anyway. A few little bits and pieces that I have kind of gone, is that going to make it through? We're going to have trouble there, but Stuff's being taken out reasonably well. Just freeze those. Give my tower some time to focus on some other stuff. With only 11 left, I imagine that'll be us. Excellent, so the last wave. So we have what looks like a bloater boss, which we are going to have to entirely focus upon, I think. So we are going to upgrade that. We are going to upgrade that. Oh, there's not enough funds to do so. Okay. I happen to note it in the Sanctum 2 playthrough. It's all a bit phallic, this kind of layout, isn't it, really? Well, hopefully he doesn't take... Well, hopefully he's going to take more than 10 seconds to get to my core here, because I'm going to need to drop a bomb on him. I think if the boss makes it through to the core, based on my experience so far with the game, that is pretty much game over. So what I might try and do is freeze some stuff in the boss, and then drop a bomb on as much as I can. That boss has a huge amount of health. I mean, he is quite slow, but considering I've upgraded that tower to be as strong as it possibly can in the first place, the fact that he's still got just under half of his health left, it's not fantastic news, but you know, he's still quite away from my core. We are going to have to do it. Let's wait till we get some more in range though. Excellent. And we can even drop a freeze, hopefully on him and a couple of other bits. Like so, and that should hopefully give that boss a pretty hard time. Oh, oh, nice, nice. Well, there you go, environmental expert. Force push. Well, that sounds like some sort of Star Wars-esque thing. And a flamer. Wow, you gotta want to see a flamer going, don't you? Really. I am not going to hit the continue on survival mode. We are going to push on here. I will do a mildly extended episode here and move into the next realm. And we're going to kind of try and keep it a little bit more snappy. We're going to kind of leave everything as it is. I still don't think I have anything electrical, so we're just going to upgrade to that. I don't think we have any energy towers as yet. I mean, is that classed as an energy tower? I imagine the lightning and all these other bits and pieces will probably be more akin. Low energy area of effect damage, rapid fire rate, targets ground and air. You know what? I'm going to swap that out with that because it sounds like a lot of fun to watch shit burn. So force push, what does this do? Push enemies away with force, targets ground and air. Well, that could be good if they're getting too close to the core, for sure. We've obviously already seen the mine and that. To be honest though, I quite like my freeze and my bomb for now, so we will see how that pans out. So we have two waves of enemy coming out. Let's just spend spend a little bit of cash, kind of making a little bit of a walk for them. So we are going to stick a flamer there because it does a lovely air effect. That's quite nice as well. We will, how much we got? We will stick in one of those, and we'll stick in one of those just there, one of those just there, one of those just there, and we'll spend the other $20 we have forcing them to come down this way. Really and truly, they're not even going to be going that way, so I'm going to push them down that way. We'll save that for now, we'll just go with this. See what happens. Again, I didn't even check what creatures were coming out, so let's hope that I've set this up correctly. I'm actually quite looking forward to seeing the flame gun on tap here. As much as the graphics aren't, you know, HD or anything. Oh yeah, burn those babies. Doesn't appear to be doing a whole lot of damage really, does it? It's not quite the flamethrower idea that I was expecting, kind of like a Aliens flamethrower where it's just going to send out a constant flame to burn them all. But that's not happening. Okay, well he's made it through, so he's dead. These guys might make it through, so I'm going to freeze them. The flame gun not being as fantastic as one might hope it would be, but it's an area effect weapon, so those dudes are going to take the punishment to give out. He is probably going to make it to my core. That's kind of annoying, because I don't think in that 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, 0 seconds, I can stop him. Which is fantastic news. We don't obviously have the weaponry here so far to take care of these creatures adequately, which is kind of sad. First level of the game and we're struggling with it somewhat. Okay, let's freeze these dudes just there. A couple of guns to pummel on them. Okay, drop a bomb on them. And hopefully they can just take care of this one dude themselves. We're obviously going to need to put down a whole lot more stuff. With $16, there's not much I could have done in this first wave, in the slightest. So we have, what do we have? 13 of those, 5 and 10 of those. Nothing that unusual, really and truly. We've only $47 left. I don't think I can really lay any more of these kind of like towers down. We're going to literally just have to put towers down and hope for the best here. What do I want to do? Let's have one of those just there. We're not making a whole lot of cash. I am going to speed this up because this is kind of a long, arduous journey for us to go on. Slow it down a little bit here just to see if these creatures make it through. He has, rather annoyingly, enough energy to make it through. Let's get my freeze ray up, ready. Yeah, you can all be frozen. Come on. Yeah, this is a pain in the arse. There's more getting through than I would hope there would be. And my Oh, there's going to be some damage to the core here, isn't there? No way I'm going to have enough time to stop all of this. That's quite a lot of damage. That's unfortunate. I mean, maybe I could have set my towers up differently, not had the flame tower and done some other stuff, I don't know. We're going to just drop on that. The flamethrower is nowhere near effective enough for my liking. We don't want to stop these. Probably down by these guns here. You get my own personal attention. Only 2 left. Should be okay to finish these off. Good. Oh! Too many presses of the button there. Far too many presses of the button there, so we are going to have to kind of build on the fly somewhat. Well, they're gonna follow some sort of path. No, there you go. This is kind of terrible. My placing for stuff is probably not the best. Yeah, I don't know that we've ever failed one of these. I don't think we have, but this looks like it could be one because I just overpressed the spacebar. But even if I didn't overpress the spacebar, I'm not 100% sure that I would have had the towers and the setup to deal with this in the slightest, because their movement across the field here is quite erratic. Oh, that's going to be some damage. Yeah, I don't know that I would ever have had enough cash to stop them. Really and truly. I mean, this one wave could be just enough to do this, really. I don't have enough cash to put another tower down or put any more defences up. This is just a floating death for us. Can't sell in the action phase, so it's not even like I can remove that tower and do anything with it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, that's the first time we've ever seen a core that colour and that badly damaged. Is that going to be enough to do us in? No. So, that was an interesting lesson, and we are, you know, in dire straits in terms of our core here. What do we need to do? Basically, we just need tons more guns. No. That's about all we can do, really. That's just... hope we can survive 6 waves of enemies with a core as damaged as what we have. That was pretty bad. Their erratic kind of movement across the map doesn't really help you place towers, but I did, you know, you could obviously see I put them in entirely the wrong place. Regardless of that whole situation. We might have to try and drop a bomb on those 3. I mean, it'd be good if that flame damage kind of lasted a little bit longer, like it set them on fire, and then they, you know, continued to burn. That flame does an area effect damage, so freezing them by it is probably a good thing. Let's try and get everything in that one go. Man, that takes a pasting. He's going to have to be hit. I'd rather have done a more of an area effect situation. I've got several of them. That's going to be the core getting damaged onto it. Oh, it's not good. Oh, have I got enough time? I don't think I have. Come on, come on, come on. 3, 2, 1. No! Ugh. I mean, we are literally on death's door here. Come on, towers. No, focus on this one. That's the spirit. Come on, come on, come on. You've got enough time to kill him. You've got enough time to kill him. Oh, he goes out of range. Just over here. He's going to be the nail in that coffin. Oh! Survived. We have a soaker, which is basically just going to take up so much energy. And we obviously dumped our massive gun that fires huge amounts of energy. I'm going to say it here and now. I think this is the end of us. Really and truly. I don't see any way for us to really, you know, it's not giving us a whole lot of cash to play with in terms of building stuff, and I may have the wrong power-ups for this. Maybe I need that power-up that does the towers more power, 40% more damage. Because then, if every tower was doing that for however many seconds it's supposed to do it for, then maybe shit would have been destroyed. We have a sum total of 25 creatures, one of them being immensely slow, but will soak up a lot of damage in the process. These fuckers just managed to get through. I don't think I'm going to earn enough cash in the meantime to build any more towers or anything else, so this is what it is. They'll either manage it or they won't. I think this is how this is panning out, really. I'm taking strides, massive great strides towards that achievement for my liberators there. If we do make it through this, it will be a Christmas miracle. There has been far too much damage done to that core, I think, at this stage of the game. I think that Soka will make it through and end us, really and truly. I'm gonna have to try and take out this lot. Come on, gun. Come on. You can do it. Finish him off. Finish him off. Oh. No, actually, we have. Did we get defeated before? I don't know that we did. I can't remember. Well, you know, I said it'd be an extended edition. We did a couple of levels. We are approaching the hour mark on this one, so we'll head back towards the menus here. You know, I've learnt something. One of the levels, one of the waves there was an aerial attack, and there's some weird kind of funky movement within the bad guys, the enemy there. So I'm gonna have to rethink, you know, on that particular level. If I don't press the spacebar too many damn times, then I'll be able to set those towers up more effectively. But even before that point, we kind of weren't doing an awful lot. So perhaps I need to put more guns down or power more guns up. I need to do something different to what I did, obviously. Doing the same thing again and expecting a different result may be the sheer definition of madness. So we will do that in the next episode, as I have done in at least one other video that I've recorded today. Whether you celebrate Christmas for religious reasons and or any other reason, you know, just for sheer consumerism, buying presents and receiving presents. Some people just like that shit. I hope you've had a good holiday, and you know, you'll have a fantastic new year, and I hope that you will in that new year come back and see me for more videos and more good stuff. There will hopefully be new game releases coming out. There'll be more new videos for me to put up. There'll be new stuff for you to view and enjoy in that coming new year. So I hope that you do come back for that, and I will see you then. Happy holidays.